Hello to Fox Tower. Can you hear me? To Fox Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower, come in. I know you're there, your lights are on. I'm Delilah. I'm your closest neighbor and, technically, your boss. You must have hiked for the better part of 2 days to get here, so you're probably pretty tired right now and in need of a good night's rest. But before you go to bed, there are a few things we need to go through. It won't take long, I promise. First of all, do you see that round table in the middle of the room? That's an Osborne Firefinder. I don't suppose you've used one before? Don't worry, it's easy enough to learn. If you ever spot a fire in any direction, you move the sight of the Firefinder until you see the smoke through it. Then you note down the degrees on the graduated ring beneath the sight. That way, the firefighters can pin down the exact location. If you see anything, just give me a call on the radio, anytime, day or night, and I will report it. My tower is the only one with a landline. So, that is literally all you have to do. Stay close to your tower most of the time and look at the view. Sometimes there's not a single fire sighting for weeks. It depends on the weather, of course, if it's a dry summer or not. And, unfortunately, the amount of hikers is also a factor. But there haven't been that many of them lately. You might not meet a single person all summer. In fact, some of our returning lookouts prefer it that way. The perfect job for an introvert, I suppose. There are some disadvantages to being off-grid as well. You have an outhouse, a generator, and a sink, but no faucet. You'll have to carry all the water you need up the stairs yourself, I'm afraid. Lifting, carrying, and hiking is part of the job. I try to see it as a perk, though, like having a gym at work. And personally, the practical tasks I have to do makes me feel more connected to this place. You don't have to stay cooped up in your tower, not all of the time. Feel free to explore. There's usually plenty of time for it. There's an old medicine wheel close to your tower, that's definitely worth a visit. There's also Jonesy Lake. You might want to go for a dip if it gets really warm. There's a steep shale on the way there though. You'll probably need a rope to get down it. If you don't have one, there's a supply box not far from your tower. It should contain a rope or two. The code is 1234. It's actually the same for all of them, and there's no need to comment on that one. What else? Oh yes, supplies. You get new supplies about once a week, but you have to go and get them yourself. The supply drop is close to the cable car, west of Beartooth Point. Each package should contain everything you need, but you can let me know if you want anything extra. Keep in mind, though, you have to be able to carry it on your back for a few miles. Other than that, my best advice would be to respect nature and know your own limits. Hiking is a skill, and there have been fatalities here caused by rock falls, climbing accidents and the like. Bear attacks maybe. But the scariest thing of all, drunk teenage girls with fireworks and boom boxes skinny dipping in the lake. You definitely don't want to mess with them. That was a joke. The bears are real enough, though. We do have 500-pound grizzly bears out here. You should try to avoid those. The beauty out here makes up for all of it, though. Bears, rock falls, and all the rest. The views are amazing, especially along the trail to the supply drop. And the sunsets too, all of them. And the night sky. It's like nothing you could ever see in a city. And then there's the wildlife, of course. Just this afternoon, I saw a bald eagle circling just outside my tower for probably more than an hour. Anyway, now that we've got all the practicalities out of the way, I wanted to ask you, why did you come here? What made you want to spend the entire summer alone in the woods? Wait, let me guess. I don't know anything about you, but 9 times out of 10, the people who end up here simply got dumped. Or were you the one who broke someone's heart, I wonder? Maybe you left a whole string of broken hearts behind. Is that why you're hiding in the woods? Oh Oh, fine. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Keep your secrets. I myself, I have chosen to never get attached to anyone who might miss me. But I'm a bit of an outlier, I suppose. You do have a lot of time on your hands out here, so it would be helpful to find something to pass the time. Some of us loves to hike. Most of us prefer solitude. Rainy summer days are spent reading or on other indoor hobbies. In my case, it's mostly crossword puzzles. More than a few lookouts came here to write a novel, and some of them actually did it. Time tends to move more slowly out here. One summer can stretch out to last forever. It's kind of like being a kid again. You know what I mean, right? Time moves so slowly when you're a kid. You get a long break from the outside world here. It's a nice feeling to have plenty of time and not that much that needs to be done. But I've probably rambled on for too long. I should let you get some rest. Good night then, newbie. Welcome to the job. And, cheers to an uneventful summer.